The messenger has landed, and as the Justice League approaches the totality, the situation at hand becomes significantly more complex. Hey fellow comic book fans, today we're talking about the Justice League number 2. The following video does contain spoilers, so if you haven't read the comic book yet, please be sure to do so. If you like what we're doing here, hit that subscribe button and check out thebrazenbull.com for more great comic book content. Alright boys, Justice League number 2. We left off Justice League number 1. We had a lot of questions. The creative team definitely came off the line firing on all cylinders. We blew up the moon. Martian Manhunter was a giant dragon, and the source wall apparently spit out its heart, the beginning and the end. The messenger who landed on Earth and apparently didn't destroy everything like we thought. And now we are here, and the Justice League is checking out the situation. They are approaching what they are calling the totality, and there's some interesting stuff going on.
Interesting. Yeah. Go ahead, Dan.
I still have a lot of questions. I mean, it didn't really solve a whole lot for me in that regard. I mean, it's still good, still clearly moving forward. They're just finally going like, screw it, let's go.
Yeah.
Like into the totality, and I'm like, sweet. I guess I have my my issues with parts of it, and I think we kind of just, and that's going to be this whole. Once again, it's very vague. These other powers they have to unlock, essentially, that evil people are unlocking. And the first one is the invisible emotional spectrum by Celestro. And it's like, I don't mind that he did it, but I mind that John Stewart was like bitch slapped by it. And see, we don't know. I don't even know. Like, that's fake too. But it's just like, not that I've ever been a huge Green Lantern fan, but it just seems like in every comic book right now that I'm reading, it's like they're like the whipping boys. Yeah. And they're just not holding up, and it's kind of bumming me out. But getting away from that, this book itself is still like, I'm interested in what exactly is going on. I mean, like I said, still have answers. They have not told me yet.
I'm a huge fan of the idea of this ultraviolet core, that Sinestro now has this power. It just seems like it's Green Lantern or Yellow Lantern powers, like just on steroids. Clearly, it's more powerful than most of the other colors, just because Sinestro is able to just completely dominate John Stewart, it appears, and get him to do what he wants. That's kind of where we leave things off with, John Stewart is now a member of the Ultraviolet Corps here.
Not even just a member, he's the parent and the head of it.
I mean,
like, what does that mean?
well, that's the other thing. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of have problems in the same way with the specifics of these changes, but I think going in, we knew that they had to kick up the powers of the bad guys considerably. Okay, and this is one of the solutions to that, and the totality is the source of all of the solutions to these overpowered characters. I mean, Killer Croc becomes this giant monster, which is kind of cool. Sinestro's got the ultraviolet spectrum now, completely changes the game for what the different cores can do, and I think that just opens the playing field to a logic that's going to make sense as we move forward. And it's also giving us a character, John Stewart's arc, that's going to be interesting to follow.
Absolutely. I think that what's happening here is DC is trying to get the most that they can out of the source wall being broken and the events of Dark Knight's Metal. And really, I think they're trying to expand in as many directions as possible. And having a new core, is one of those directions that they've expanded. It's something that they've probably wanted to do for some time, and destroying the source wall just allowed them to do that. I think there's great potential here. I also think, just focusing on this issue, I think it was paced a little bit better for me than issue number 1 was. Apparently it doesn't matter if the moon's destroyed.
Apparently not.
But other than that, Swamp Thing was pretty cool. Swamp Thing pops up here. I did really like the Killer Croc mutation. One of Lex Luthor's greatest weapons apparently is a baby, which, hey, who knows?
Right, I mean, what's that? Well, I mean, it is exciting. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I did like how it kind of paced it. It was a little more reasonable in a way, even though things were pretty insane at the same time.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate that.
Yeah, that baby is kind of disturbing. I don't know. it's a big secret weapon, and Grodd's got to connect to him telepathically, figure out who he is. Yet the audience is not allowed to know what's going on, and it's like not that there isn't enough that they already tell us, like the whole Sinestro thing, and it's like, oh yeah, okay. And don't forget the little excursion vessel.
Oh yeah. Lex Luthor might have wound up inside of Superman, which is really cool. It's exciting. It's fun. I think that's probably the lightest and the most fun element of the whole book.
They didn't explain how he got there either, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it doesn't really matter. It's just like, okay, this is possible. He can do it. There he is. But we have that. That was interesting. Like I said, we have the invisible emotional spectrum now, and we have that baby, which I love the panel with Grodd holding him up, and he just does the, my God, the power. It's like, yes, this is going to be great. But still, so many questions. As you can tell, I am still excited to keep reading Justice League. I think that this is, we've slowed down a little bit. I think we're going to continue to slow down and focus in more, but it's going to get batshit crazy.
Definitely.
So I'm looking forward to issue number 3. Another solid issue, so many more questions, and I think that's just about that. So this was Justice League number 2. If you liked the video, hit that subscribe button and check out thebrazenbull.com for more great comic book content. Until next time.
Bye.
See ya.